Okay, well, I'm back, but I'm pretty fucking annoyed. Okay, I am back, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, it is getting pretty annoying having to deal with this. I will not lie. This is getting pretty annoying. Hello, Chiro. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I really just wanted to end stream there. I really just wanted to end stream there. It's so hard for me because like I really wanted to end stream there. It just fucking destroys everything, bro. What's even the point? You don't understand it. Whenever that happens, it's not just like, oh, just start it back up. I literally have to start everything back up. It starts a whole new stream on YouTube. It starts a whole new stream on TikTok. It starts a whole new stream on Twitch. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. That's really frustrating. And whenever I start a whole new stream on everything, it messes with like the algorithms and stuff. That is so annoying, man. Like, okay. Yeah, I don't know, I do not know why this is happening. Breathe, SENZ'S? Yo, you don't need to tell me to breathe. I'm not having like a mental breakdown. Hello? why are you saying breathe as if I'm giving birth to a baby? Bro, it's just a slight inconvenience. I'm not like screaming. I'm not breaking my setup. Yo, relax. Calm down, buddy. You breathe. You need to breathe maybe. I think you need to breathe. Bro's saying breathe like I'm like screaming and breaking my setup. Fuck this game! I'm gonna break my whole computer! Hey, settle down. Okay? You settle down. Will you be happy if I gave you a rose? Sure. Sure, why not? Yeah, you know what? Give me a rose. Yeah, give me 40 of them. Give me 40 roses. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Give me 500 roses. You know what? Actually, scratch that. Give me 10,000 roses. Yeah. Maddie, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Did you fix it? So what I did, so the recent update for the streaming software I used is what broke my shit. So I'm hoping that I like reverted the update. I basically went to an old update and I'm hoping that that fixes it. Honestly, guys, if I didn't have so much I needed to do today, I probably would have ended stream there. I genuinely would have ended stream there if I didn't have so much I had to do today. This campaign has been paused. What? Give me just 1 second, guys. I need to double check anything. Hello, Angel. Okay. Let's do some of the stuff that we're supposed to do for the week. Today, because I cannot keep putting it off. Oh, also, I'm apparently in a collab on Friday and Saturday. On Friday, I'm collabing with the Femboys, and then on Saturday, I'm collabing with Jane again. And 2 other people, Jane, Juzo, and... Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if... I'm not gonna lie. I'm like low-key... I don't know. My last collab with Jane, I don't know if that went well. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm chill with him. Like, like, I don't have a problem with him personally. I just don't know if my collab with him went well, to be honest. I feel like, I mean, to be fair, he couldn't collab very long that day. It was fun, no? Yeah, I mean, I was chilling. I think, okay. You know what it is? I think it's just because we have different collab styles. I think it's just because we have like different collab styles. Because during the collab, he was talking to his chat a lot more than interacting with me, I think. I think that's the only thing. I'm used to like, because I tell you guys whenever I collab, I'm like, hey guys, I'm probably going to interact chat a lot less because I like to focus on the collab. And he was like, I feel like he barely was talking to me during the collab, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I think I'm just not used to that. And then he was doing the fucking aura thing, which, oh my goodness. I am going to I just it is so cringe. Dude, he makes you know what? He tries to call me a femboy and a bottom the whole time. At least I don't fucking aura. Okay, at least I don't go udda. I'm gonna come in your ass, chat. Like every 10 seconds, okay? Anyway, yeah, I'm just not used to collabing with people who talk to their chat a lot more, I guess. So I was worried that, like, I don't know, it just kind of felt like off for me. It wasn't bad. Again, it was not bad in any means. I had fun. Game was fun. But it just was like, I feel like we didn't really get to interact much. He was on a time constraint, to be fair. He was on a time constraint, to be fair. You're gonna get canceled again by talking that way? Shut up, bro. He literally spent the whole collab just calling me femboy bottom. Okay, I can make fun of him for his corny ass RRS. Which, by the way, that got old too, bruh. The whole time he's just femboy bottom, femboy bottom, femboy bottom. Like a fucking parrot. He called me that shit the whole time, bro. He literally was like a parrot, just saying femboy bottom to me the whole time. Anyway, it was chill. But yeah, we have another collab with him this weekend with 2 other people. One of the people he introduced as his wife. I think they were just joking, though. I don't know how to read people, bro. I genuinely... But Juzo's there. I like Juzo. I know Juzo. I've hung out with Juzo. I know me and Juzo mesh well. He said, I was like, am I the third wheel here? And he was like, yeah, and then he brought me Juzo. He was like, you can kiss this guy during... He's married? No, it's a joke. Not actually. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we have a collab on Friday with the Femboys, collab on Saturday with Juzo, Jane, and who's the last person? It's someone I haven't met before. Kyoko? I don't know. I don't know them well. Hope the collab goes well. It says Backrooms again, so I guess it's Backrooms. I swear to God, bro. If he just spends the whole fucking collab calling me femboy bottom again, I'm gonna go off on him. I'm gonna kill him. It's so... Dude, you don't understand. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. I hate that shit. And he's just rage baiting me too. He's absolutely rage baiting. You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? It's not even him saying it. I don't care that he's saying it. It's just that he's gonna make like fans say it. I really do not want to say that shit. Cause you guys know how much it pisses me off when like someone comes into chat and the first thing they say is, "Oh my God, look, it's a femboy furry." When nothing... I'm okay with him saying it. He can call me femboy all he wants. It's just rage bait. I get it. But the problem is, it's gonna make people like fans start saying it, and that shit is so annoying. You're falling for the rage bait? No, I'm not. I don't care if he says it. I don't care if he says it. The problem is a lot of you guys, not you guys, but like a lot of people who don't know me, are gonna take it literally. You know what I'm saying? Dude, think about it this way. I collab with femboys often, right? Like you guys know I collab with femboys like once every 2 weeks or once a week. Do you know how many people call me a femboy just from me collabing with them? Now imagine some dude calls me a femboy. And they don't even call me femboy, by the way. The femboys don't call me femboy. So imagine if some dude who isn't a femboy starts calling me a femboy when I'm not. It's gonna make people think that. And I really do not want that narrative. I do not want that to be my brand ever. Like that's like my one boundary, bro. You can call me whatever as a joke, but like I'm not a femboy. I am not a feminine boy. I don't wear I'm just a guy. Seemed like more of a femboy than you, to be honest. Who, Jane? I mean, his model is masculine, but Watashi no Saigo no. Okay, I don't know what that means. Yeah, so what, Midnight? Dude, everyone has a shirtless toggle. That doesn't mean anything. I'm about to have a cock and ball toggle. My next model will literally have full cock and balls out on display. My debut stream, I'm gonna get banned on Twitch. That doesn't mean anything. You guys, who cares about a shirtless toggle, bro? I'm gonna have a cock and ball toggle. Every pubic hair on my model is gonna be rigged to perfection. Okay, you're gonna see every little curly pube hair wiggle and jiggle around. Okay, I'm gonna have an erection toggle. I'm gonna have an erection toggle. I'm gonna have a flaccid toggle. Flaccid means soft, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have a flaccid toggle, an erection toggle. I'm gonna have a half chub toggle. What do you call those? Half chub. A semi! That's what it's called! That's what it's gonna be a semi.
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
It's gonna be amazing sense.
And then I'm gonna have like you know how like balls in different weather is like different texture? Like if it's cold, they're like hard or they like bunch up and they get like all right. They close up together. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption horse ab balls. True. 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 True, true, true. Hold on. Do. Okay. So what's the plan now? Sorry, I zoned out for a second. What were we talking about? Where even am I? Who are you people, bro? Dude, every time I get on my computer, you guys appear out of nowhere. Who even are you guys? Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. We all right. Hello, Legendary. Hair's back. We're chilling. The temptation to send a cosplay wig you'll never wear. Yeah, I won't wear it. Don't send me a cosplay wig. I won't wear it. I'm not going to. It's a waste of money. Don't do it. I asked what we were planning today. Oh, let me check my manager chat. What day is it even today? Today's Thursday? Okay. So we're supposed to react to some stuff. Okay, we're supposed to react to some stuff. We're supposed to read some. Well, we need to do a sponsor, and then we need to react to Hold on. We have a sponsor today, and then we're gonna watch a Gordon Ramsay video. We're gonna watch Gordon Ramsay, bro. What you guys know about that? You guys remember Gordon Ramsay? Kitchen Nightmares? Yeah. Hello, Onyx. I think I need another soda. Okay. I think do we do our reactions first, or do we do we do the reactions first, or do we do the sponsor first? I think maybe we just do the sponsor. Get it, you know, finish it. Then we don't have to worry about it later. Soda? Wait, what is soda? Oh, I was reading a chat message, bro. I'm not getting a soda. I was reading a chat message, bro. I'm not getting a soda. You know what? Bald is beautiful, bro. Fuck you guys. Oh, by the way, the sponsor is Blue Lock. Or no, not Blue Lock. Blue Archive, right? No, Blue Protocol. Jesus, how many blues are there? It's Blue Protocol. They sponsored us again. We've been sponsored by them like 3 times now, actually. They must like me, bro. Do 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 do. Hello, Mew Mew. All right. Man, I'm not gonna lie, guys. That stream crashing earlier really pissed me off. Well, actually, not that much, but it's just kind of annoying, you know? It's just kind of annoying. I go through all the setup and I do this and that. First stream crashes. By the way, it happened actually it happened twice. Stream crashed like when I first started it, and then in the middle of stream it like crashed again. Why? All right. I think we're gonna do the sponsor first, just so we don't forget to do it later, because this is kind of like a we got to do it now thing. Blue Protocol, Star Resonance. Guys, are you ready? As soon as I start the sponsor, I'm gonna put on my sponsor voice. It's my new thing, sponsor voice. Check this out. You're gonna be like, whoa. Holy frick, Senz. I'm gonna act like a Minecraft YouTuber, basically. It says I'm still on Just Chatting. I'm not on Just Chatting. I changed it. I'm on Blue Protocol. Please. Maybe a fanboy voice? Why the Okay, first of all, if you're gonna say femboy, at least learn how femboy is spelled. Second of all, no. No. Ooh, okay, we're good. This stream/segment is sponsored by Blue Protocol A+. The game is free to play and will have full cross-play support between PC and mobile devices. Wow. It will be available on Steam, Epic Games Store, Google Play, and App Store. But we would prefer... Oh, I mean, I'm on PC, yeah. A vibrant mix of gameplay activities, from peaceful resource gathering to fishing and intense cooperative boss fights. Whoa. Set in the fantastical world of Reynos. Regnus? Reynos. Renus? Players will explore lush biomes, tackle dynamic world events, and engage in both solo and group battles against monsters in this open-world MMORPG. Wow. When Season 2 begins, Blue Protocol will grant all players with an exclusive login reward. Holy moly. The rewards are practical and valuable, helping both returning and new players jumpstart their adventures and progression into the new season. Check your in-game mailbox. Oh yeah. There's new maps, new monsters, new dungeons, Depth of Decay, Rock Serpent Lair, Wraith Shrine, Soundless City, Devourer Cage, and Illusory Moonveil Wilds. There's a new main story, a new homestead update, a class balance adjustments, and new social events, including Charming Fish Parade and Borlet Night Parade. Season 2 is also very welcoming to new players. Wow. Alright. Now let's play some Blue Protocol. I'm level 58, bro. Dang. Thank you for the heart me, Legendary Fox. Holy moly. Oh. I think I had a pet in this, right? Yeah. View the map. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, why did it have me go outside just to come back in? There you are, SENZ'S. It's been a while. It has been a while. You've become such a capable adventurer already. I still remember when we first met. Oh, he's just talking. You know what? Show me someone to fight. How about that? Wait a minute. I thought I did this already. I swear we already saw this before. I think I did this before, Jared. Okay. Senz, you're awake. Oh my god, you look awful. Did you have a nightmare? Yes. You know what my nightmare was? My nightmare is that I couldn't play Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It's so terrifying. Hello, Oki. Huh? Oh. Pet Max. Dude. We're fast as frick, bro. How do I get down there? Let's jump down. I'm not gonna die, am I? Oh! Oh, I'm okay.
来たか。アルーナ先生から知らせを受けていた。君たちは高原へ行き、赤き尖閣を追うつもりなんだな。
I played this game level 60 right now. This game is the best.
私は一緒に行けない。
Yeah, it's fun.
私と時が経つのは早いな。初めて君に会った時が昨日のことのようだ。
Game name, it's Blue Protocol. Blue Protocol. Blue Protocol Star Resonance, actually. But you know, if you look it up, you'll find this game, I think. I don't know how many Blue Protocol games there are. SENZ'S, guess what? What? What is it? Quick, tell me. If you don't tell me immediately, I'm gonna have a heart attack and die of stroke. Hello, Ethan.
結局行っちゃうんですね。
Yes, I'm leaving. After bidding farewell to my companions, I received a message from Irona. Hello, Mooney. I tried to join the fan club, but it didn't let me. Oh. I don't know why. I have no idea how it works. Have we saved our sister yet? I don't think so. Do we have a sister in this game? I don't remember a sister in this game. My phone is too old to play these kind of games. That's understandable. I get it. I love this song. This is my favorite song from this game, bro. Hello, Lethal. See ya, Emma. What games do you play? I play a lot of games. I would say I play a lot of horror content for sure. So maybe mostly horror, but I play variety. I play a little bit of everything. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Have you played Doki Doki Literature Club? No, I think visual novels are the most sleepy, boring games on the planet. I would rather sit on a cactus than play a visual novel. Unless they're paying me to, of course. Hello, Shadow. Have you tried Pacify before? That's a horror game, right? I think so, yeah. No, it's not, Lethal. It's called Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Hello, Boo Bear. How are you? Hello, Shadow. Hello, Aaron. Senz, I want to tell you something, but I'm scared. Then don't tell me.
見とれちゃった
If you're scared to tell me something, just don't tell me. You know?
ここにはバファリア教の聖地神がかりの御柱があ
Here
るから
lies the pillar
大
of
陸中の
divinity.
強度が巡礼に来るのだけどここバハマール高原は人類がヘルガと戦った古戦場
Think of a number, but don't say it.
ヘ
69.
ルガの力は未だにここにとどまって
Hello, Lynx.
人々を苦しめ続けているそして赤き尖閣までここに戻ってきた
Has Senz ever played a game called Not Deer Stew? No, I haven't, Dirkod. I don't think so.
そうね手がかりが少なく
Okay, can I tell you? Sure. Yeah. Whoa! Big flower. Relax. Hey, lady.
目を覚まして惑わされちゃったね
Calm down. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna need you guys to calm down.
神官様がすぐ助けに来てくださいますから
Be right back. I am going to turn on my AC real quick because it's very hot in here.
それまで耐えてみせます
Oh! I'm getting my ass beat. What happened? Boom, flap, bloop, bleep, pop, pop, splam. Get meteor, dummy. I like how I just have a piece of chocolate in my mouth. That's funny.
減価症の駆除は難しい。
難しい。
私に任せてください。
Who's that other guy? Nice, Luna. I'm happy for you. Yeah, Dirkod, if you don't have Discord to recommend the game, you could have one of the mods maybe post in the stream the suggested thing for me, and I'll check it out. Oh, Sensei. Was that a blue piece of flower? Blue is my one weakness. You got weird videos, gang. They pay the bills, gang. Your name is Springtrap, bro. You know how many people are named Springtrap, gang? You couldn't think of anything, huh? I went through your whole entire shorts? Really? That's like... I don't know if that's possible, bro. I have like thousands of videos. That's a lot of numbers, bro. Springtrap lost to a water drop. Bro lost to the ghost of a child. Imagine that. Bye, Boo Bear. Find the water jar. Oh. Rain bean rice. Oh, we're cooking. Let me cook. I can't believe it. It tastes so good. Delicious. How do I join the Discord? The link is in my bio, Luna. Should be right there. A new adventure begins. Episode 1. Wait, did I just make it to episode 1? Oh my god. Press C to open profile. Oops. Okay. Okay. Press C to open profile. Oh, I see modules. Ah. No modules. I ain't got no modules, bro. So what do you want me to do?
見て、シスレザー鉱山よ。
Ooh.
バーンハルト公国の鉱石の4割がここから取れるの。重要性は言うまでもないわよね。鉱山の監視所か。まあ簡単には通してくれないよね。とにかく行ってみて様子を。
Lag? Is the stream lagging again? Oh, that guy has a cool, like, fox thing. Look at that. I'm not lagging? Okay, it seems like most people aren't lagging. We're good. We're good, we're good. What? That old man's is he a bad guy? Ooh. Wow, you're laughing at a child, Lethal. You're evil. You should feel bad. You're laughing at a child cry, Lethal. You're a bad person. What the f... Hey, yo. Little girl laughing? She's not laughing, she's crying. Motherfucker, people can't even tell the difference between a laugh and a cry anymore. Since I have a question you won't answer, what's up?
Oi!
Should I get a girlfriend when I'm older? Bro, I don't know. What kind of question is that?
聖婚灯を皆様にお配りいたします。順番にお受け取りください。
What do I look like? The girlfriend police?
ごめんごめん。あれ？ファラにもらった聖婚灯が。あの子スリよ。待ちなさい。そんなのあり？これでも食らえ。
Okay, casual fireball. Word. Am I on a cat? What am I on? A bear? Holy moly. Or not a bear, a boar. It's like a pig. You're done, buddy.
もう逃がさないわよ。
あんたの実力次第かな。
Oh, do I fight her? Oh, cool.
今ならいけそう。助けられちゃったね。
Oh, that was easy. SENZ'S, I have 2 different questions you won't answer. Girl, if you know I won't answer these questions, why are you even asking them? Please, someone help me. I'm trapped in a prison and I'm trapped in a mental prison. It's like I'm in a mental asylum.
小細工もほどほどにね、スリの。
Whoa. Huh? Wait to rendezvous with Daria. Huh. Okay. Ooh, free stuff. That's a cool outfit. Daily exclusive. Confirm. Oh. Choose at least 2 interests. I like... I guess these 2? Do you know what I'm gonna ask? No. No, I don't, noob. I don't know what you're gonna ask. I have no idea. Can you friend me on Tiki-Taki? No, ma'am. I don't friend fans, I'm sorry. Just kind of weird. Also, The fact that you just asked me if you should get a girlfriend when you're older tells me that you're probably a kid, and that's weird. I'm an adult. We cannot be friends, girl. I'm sorry. SENZ'S is 75 years old. True. It says wait till rendezvous. Do I just have to wait till morning? Starts in... Oh! It says starts in 4 hours and 17 minutes. Is that 4 real hours? We ain't got the time for that. Ah, frick, no. Let's do other quests then. Let's do a side quest. Can I teleport here? No? Here. Do I not have any fast travel points? Ah. Oh, these are fast. Okay. Also, your stream is the only one I can sit through. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Hello, Rin. Thank you. Do 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 do. Ugh. At the moment, Ruby glanced from the side. It's you, she claimed softly. I'm the most nicest, meanest person you will meet. Okay, if you say so. I don't know what that means, but I will take your word for it. Hello, Vivi. Hello, Turn Rest. Use the anchor notes to organize your findings. Oh. Okay. Find the most suspicious item. What? What? Reflect and organize the clues you have. 0. Is that not it? There's some scorch marks. Oh, I see. I'm just floating there. Hello, soldier. What game is that? It is called Blue Protocol Star Resonance. We're sponsored by them today. Creator code? I don't think I have a creator code. I think you just download the game. Yeah, I think it's just like showing the game. I think no creator code. Tina. True, true. I gotta go for now. Bye, glucose. Do 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 do. Whoa! I was worried that was gonna kill us. That's cool, Mizuki. Tina didn't speak. She just gently held Saphir's hand. The girl's eyes seemed to light up for a moment. Oh. Could you download it on mobile? Yeah. No worries, Glucose. Hello, Beretta. Is Saphir you? No, 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 no. It's okay, Luna. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we did it. A generous lady. Oh. Wait, maybe I can teleport there. Yes, I can. Is it here? Oh no, I think it's outside. Yeah. I lost my beloved treasure. Okay. Let's go find some treasure. Where to? I don't know. We're just doing like side quests, I guess. Because the main quest, it doesn't activate for 4 hours, and we're gonna be long gone by then. Hello, Purple Tree. Because we're only gonna be playing this game for about an hour, so we don't have 4 hours to wait. What a weird way to campaign. No, that's very normal. It's just like mobile game format, you know? A lot of gacha games and like anime games that are like made for mobile games, MMOs, they always have stuff like this. It's something that brings you back to the game later, basically. Or it gives you time to do like side quests in the meantime and whatnot. I think it's a very normal thing for like gacha games or mobile games, MMOs and stuff. Hello, Aidens. Hello, Claire Bear. It's called Blue Protocol Star Resonance. We're sponsored by them today. Analyze. Skip. Perfect. We did that all on our own. Do 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 do. Oh. Where are we going? Looks like we're leaving. I got a question. What's up, Springtrap? Welcome back, Dizzy. I'm a little hungry. I should get a snack at some point. Have you ever eaten a full-blown meal while streaming? Yeah, I have. Absolutely. Bro, I love that game. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Why do you do weird stuff on shorts? It's just content, man. It's not that deep. You're thinking too hard about it, little bro. Every streamer is different though, noob. Some people don't like eating on stream. Very understandably, you know. It's not for everyone. Some people prefer not eating on stream. They just find it to be a very private thing. Some people will like put on a video and mute while they're eating or something because they don't want people listening to them. Some people will like, I've even seen some people just straight up like leave the stream and just AFK. Ooh, cat. Some people think it's rude. Yeah, I think for me, like, I don't love eating on stream because I feel like it's boring. Unless, like, there's a video playing. If there's, like, a video playing, it's okay. But if it's just, like, me on a game, I hate eating on stream because it's like I'm not doing anything. And I feel like that's boring to watch and stuff. Kitty cat. See, I get hungrier when someone else eats. I think it's just kind of like... You know what I think that is? I don't think it's that you're getting hungrier because someone else is eating. I think someone else eating just reminds you that you're hungry. I think that's more what it is. It's kind of like when people are around like waterfalls, they have to pee. It's not that the waterfall is actually making them have to pee. It's the fact that they just don't think about peeing. Because until the waterfall like reminds them. Is this gonna hurt? Yes. That almost killed me. Ouch. Like when you're watching something and feel like you need to eat something? Yeah. Am I not gonna heal? Oh, there we go. Dude, it has me doing some like time thing right now. I'm not even doing it. Where's There we go. Hello, Killua. Honestly, I don't think I've ever eaten a meal without being in front of a screen, to the point where like if I start watching something, I'll just get hungry from like habit, you know? What? What am I supposed to do? Take photo. Oh, it wants me to take a photo. Oh. Can you give the roses, Killua? Oh, I see, yeah. Tell Irona about the recent events. Okay. Adventure level. Open potential. Activate potentials here to enhance. Gain 1 extra air jump. That's cool. How many, Can I just activate all of these? Oops. Can I just activate all of these? What the frick? Oh. That's cool. Skills. Frost shelter. Sure. Gear. Oh, I have new items that I didn't have on, apparently. Cool. Hello, Nia. Senz, is that a puppy or a wolf? I think it's just like a big dog, to be honest. I think it's just a big dog. Yeah. Big dog. Oh! Irona has something to tell you. What? Oh, is that it? Okay. Looks like I've done all the world quests. What about region quests? Oh, we have a lot of these to do. Cool. Doot, 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 doot. I think it's a wolf. Is it? I think. I don't know. Maybe. Could be either. Wolf, dog, dog, wolf. Cat, maybe. I don't know. Are you gonna be live tomorrow? Yeah. Of course. Our puppers if they're petable. No worries. Wolves don't have those colors. Okay, but first of all, this is a game. Second of all, this is like anime world. This isn't even the real world. So we don't even know what the heck this thing is. All right, let's be real. So it's a wolf pupper? I have no idea, honestly. It doesn't even really matter. Just call it whatever you want. Wolf, cat, dog, mouse. Who even cares? You can be whatever the hell you want it to be. Huh? Oh! Owned. I just two-shot those guys. Holy moly. That's right, buddy. Don't forget it. Oh, I have a hat now. Okay. That wasn't on before. Oh, are these guys fighting? Whoa. What? What? Oh, I didn't see them for a second. I was like, what the heck's going on? Dunked on. Dang, a lot of people wanted to go after this old man. Don't worry, old timer. I will protect you. I will protect you. Okay. Guide quests? No, region quests. This based off of an anime? I think Blue Protocol has an anime, yeah. I'm not sure if the anime was based off the games or the other way around though. I don't really play Roblox, Aiden, sorry. SENZ'S give our pup a name. I will call him Dog. Just Dog. That's it. Sometimes it's both. Holy! You see how many jumps I have? What happens if I hit all of them? Holy parkour, bro. Does this make me faster? Yes, I do, King Gray. Yes, I do. What's this guy doing, huh? Thank you, Tenoshi. Hello, Lunala. I've caught you doing something. I don't know. I don't know what, but probably something bad. What? Capture the fleeing Lucian. What the? Which one is Lucian? The one on the right, right? Duh. He's like disappearing. Whoa, we're jumping? Huh. Oh, there's one more. There we go. That's right, buddy. Holy parkour. Woo! This actually might be faster than using the dog. Oh, we finished the quest. Do 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 do. Oh, there's an invisible wall there. What the heck? Okay, we can just straight up run up walls now. Holy parkour. we doing now? We're just side questing. We have about 10 minutes left on the sponsor, so we're just gonna finish off with some side quests. Oh, it uses up my stamina though, I didn't notice. Okay. Do. You live tomorrow? Yeah, of course. I think we have a collab tomorrow, actually. Yeah. I have a collab tomorrow and the day after, so yes. Who even is this guy, bro? There we go. Wasn't it Saturday's a collab? No. I said we have 2 collabs, one on Friday and one on Saturday. 2 different collabs. 2 different people. Do. Oh. That was easy. Boop, boop, boop. Where am I? Oh. Which game is that? Yeah, it's called Blue Protocol. That guy on the right looks exactly like the Lucian guy from earlier. Thank you for the heart, finger heart, Chiro. Stop right there, Charles. Oh, fighting? Nice. Is it fun? Yeah, of course. If you like, listen, if you like anime and you like MMOs and you like grinding, then you probably will like this game. I think what I like about games like this is, I prefer the, wait, hold on. I need to turn my AC down. Bro, it's too cold. Oh. Yeah, I turned my AC. You know what problem is? I have like a bad AC where it's not good at like, it doesn't work on auto mode like it's supposed to. Like it either lets it become too hot or lets it become too cold. It just doesn't know. It doesn't know what it's doing. Which is why, like, I think air conditioners are always a lot worse than just, like, internal, like, stuff. They use more power, sure, but... I mean, you're saving on stress. Do. That's cute, Yuko. Happy for you guys. We have to use AC? I just don't understand how people can live without an air conditioner. Like, I know there's some European countries where, like, air conditioners are very rare. And that, to me, is so bizarre. Like, how can you live somewhere where it gets hot and not have an air conditioner? Like, what? Oh, yeah, I'll just tank it. I'll just, like, let my body essentially melt. I'll just basically let myself melt. No worries. It's okay. Just deal with it. See ya, Blondie. That's crazy to me. Why do people do that to themselves? Why not just be comfortable, no? People use fans. Fans don't work, dude. Fans just blow hot air at you. I don't understand those things at all. Oh, so we're jumping. So we're jumping. Rikana, thank you so much for the rose. People live without air conditioning the same way you live without showering. Actually, I shower every day. You can ask your mom about that. She joins me every time I do it. Oh yeah. Let's just say she's really good at keeping me clean. Do, 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 do. Huh? Get him! Judging by the trail, he most likely went this way. Why doesn't it let me do my big jumps? Ooh. The heck? How'd bro even get up there? Oh, he just disappeared. All right. Get back here. I think it depends on what kind of heat it is as well. Because, like, the thing is 90 degrees humid is, like, a lot different than, like, 120 degrees non-humid. You know what I mean? If it's, like, dry heat, it's not nearly as bad. I would take hotter dry heat than, like, less hot humid heat. Humidity sucks. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh. Thank you for the finger heart, Chiro. You know what it is? I went to the Philippines once, and let me tell you, it is crazy how humid it is there. Like, genuinely, I'm genuinely, like, baffled by how people live in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is so humid in the Philippines that it genuinely feels like you're, like, walking in a sauna. You're, like, living in a sauna. It's actually crazy to me. Honestly, love the weather in the Philippines, though. I can't. I don't think I would ever be able to live in the Philippines. the people who live there, they told me that it's regular there to shower like 3 times a day, just because of how humid it is. I just think that like that's just the most unideal, like a terrible, like it just sounds. Isn't that a lot? Yes, most people only need to shower once a day, unless you're doing like crazy intense labor or something. If you're like doing crazy stuff that makes you sweat and stinky, then yeah, you probably should shower maybe once in the morning and once at night, but most people don't need to do that. But in the Philippines, they usually shower 3 times a day, I've heard, because of how humid it is. Holy moly. Huh? Okay then. It's just a lot of showering, to be honest. Oh, are we? I believe we are done with the sponsor, actually. Let me double check. Yes. Yeah, we're done. Well, thanks to Star Protocol. Thanks to Blue Protocol, Star Resonance, for sponsoring us again. W sponsor. Gonna call it there for this game. Boop, boop. Okay. Let's see. What shall we do next? Next, I think I need a snack, to be honest. I think I need a little snack. Next, we need to do some reacting, I think. Now all we gotta do is react. True, true, true. Hi, I was gonna tell a pizza joke, but it was too cheesy. Oh my goodness. Thanks, I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. Ha ha ha. I hate it. Hello, Lucky. A little hungry. What do I have for... Actually, I can just eat more of my chicken and rice. Eat a little bit of my chicken and rice. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that your pet on your back? Mm-mm. It's a chat mascot. Snowmies. Okay. All right. We're going to do some reacts. We're going to start off with reacting to some... We're going to start off to reacting to some Am I the Asshole thread on Reddit. It's basically people posting about their stories and then asking people if they're an asshole. These are pretty interesting sometimes. Boop, 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 boop. This one was actually deleted. Maybe his girlfriend found it. Okay. All right, let's do this. Am I the asshole for choosing other women over my cousin, even though she's my cousin? What? For 6 years, I, 28 male, lived with my favorite cousin, Carly, 25 female. I covered almost everything. Rent, utilities, groceries, while she paid $400 a month in a city where min rent is $2,200. I'm in a financially better situation. Dragonfly, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. I hope your stream is good. I'm in a financially better situation, so this was never really an issue. Then one night, after I came home around 3 a.m. from a date, I came home to find Carly threw food all over my bed because I made her waste her time by not knowing she cooked for us. That was the moment I realized something was very wrong. Firstly, I could save more by living on my own, but secondly, Carly was either insane or acting like a jealous girlfriend instead of a cousin. When our lease ended, I tried setting one small boundary, that she would contribute a little more, that being $600 instead of $400, and that we move closer to my job. That's pretty normal. She refused to compromise on a single thing. Meanwhile, my now girlfriend also wanted to move in. Carly said this was non-negotiable and the girlfriend could not move in, so I made the choice that made sense and my cousin moved back home with her parents, and my girlfriend moved in with me. My cousin went full no contact for months until I later broke up with the girlfriend I was living with and reconnected with my high school sweetheart. Was it the best choice? But no. Was it the best choice? No, but it was my first girlfriend and we had previously dated for 7 years. She also happened to be Carly's ex-best friend. Suddenly Carly came back around, not to talk, but to accuse me of choosing other women over her and betraying her. To be clear, she's my cousin and I feel like she's acting like I cheated on her. At this point, it's been a year, we've only awkwardly seen each other at family gatherings. And my family has now suggested, if I want to continue going to these gatherings, not to bring my current girlfriend as it upsets Carly. Am I the asshole, or is this as bizarre as it feels? Should I accept the family terms, as it is her family too? What? This is a cousin, bro. She's acting like a jealous ex-girlfriend. Okay, well, first of all, no, he's definitely not the asshole. First of all, she was only paying $400 out of the $2,200 rent. And like, to be honest, the only thing he asked for her to continue living with him was that she pays $600 a month instead of $400. That is so reasonable. What the heck? He would still be paying most of the rent. It's only $200 more. But also, like, why is he... Why is the cousin, like, acting like a jealous girlfriend? That is so weird. Yeah, no, I don't think he's the asshole at all in this situation. I think that cousin needs to get a therapist. And also, like, this kind of... Yeah, it's just generally strange. No, he's not the asshole. That cousin is weird. Cousin or not, though, he was being very nice, like letting them only pay $400 a month in rent. That's nothing. Holy. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole cat on me during a flight? Recently, I took a cross-country trip for the holidays, went to visit family. I took a seat and said my pleasantries to the person next to me and sat down. I popped in my AirPods to listen to music and fall asleep. While I was asleep, the person next to me took out their cat from its carrier. How I woke up was the cat was on my lap. I'm not a cat person, and I didn't even know they had their cat. The owner immediately grabbed it. I was in shock. I just asked, "What are you doing?" She apologized and said she was just checking on her cat. I told her it's so fucking rude to pull your pet out. She said she didn't think it was a big deal. I told her now I've got gross ass cat hair on me. She reiterated that she apologized and said no need to be an asshole about it. I got up and went to find a flight attendant. I did ask for a new seat and was granted one after explaining the situation. She did get a talking to from the flight attendant. Okay, so if I was biased here, I would say he's being overdramatic. I think he got a little too... I think they're kind of both assholes in this situation. I think the guy got way too aggressive. Like, he was, like, swearing at her and, like, freaking out. At the same time, though, I think it's kind of rude of her to just bring out her cat. Like, she should ask him for permission. Like, what if he had allergies to it? I don't know. I think both are kind of the asshole here. I think that he shouldn't have freaked out at her and like been more calm about it, and at the same time she should have like asked him and like been wary that maybe he had allergies or something. I think a little cat hair on him, like him freaking out, is a little weird. If he had allergies, I might agree with him, but bro just freaked out. But no, I get it. Like if you bring your pet on the plane, you should definitely not letting it out of the cage without like making sure everyone around you is comfortable with it. Am I the asshole mom mad because I don't want to clean her dirty sex sheets? What? My mom travels for work and is often away for months at a time. When she does come home, she usually flies in late, so she likes her room to be clean and her bed freshly washed and made. I'm happy to oblige because she's letting me live at home for free while I save up for my own place, and it's a simple request to just want the house clean. Plus, she's my mom. She's been dating this guy and has him over sometimes when she's in town. The last time she was here was Thanksgiving, and this guy spent the night at our place. I know that him and my mom had intimate relations because I could hear it from my room. Yes, gross. But she's an adult and I'm living at her house, so it is what it is. Anyways, she leaves to go back to work the next day without cleaning her room/seat sheets, and now she'll be coming home for the next week for the holidays. I told her that I didn't feel comfortable cleaning her dirty sheets because I didn't want to touch dirty sheets that have those bodily fluids on them. She got pissed off and was saying it's not a big deal as housekeepers in hotels clean dirty sheets all the time, but I stood 10 toes down that I'm not touching those sheets even with gloves. She's still pissed, but said she'll do it herself, but I don't understand how she doesn't understand that I actually feel offended that she'd expect me to handle those sheets in the first place. Am I the asshole? Okay, apparently Reddit has decided she's not the asshole. I kind of think... I'm going to be honest, chat. Not an asshole. She could have stripped the bed and put them in the washer before she left. Yeah, I think like... I agree. I think if the mom is smashing her boyfriend, the least she could do is just take off the bed sheet and like put it in the dryer or the washer. But at the same time, she is living with her mom for free. Like, the least you could do is just put on some gloves and just get it over with, you know? She's cleaning pleasure fluid. Yeah, I mean, that's gross. I'm not gonna lie, that would be incredibly uncomfortable for me too. If I was in that situation. The mom could definitely just strip the bed and throw it in the washer before she leaves. But at the same time, she is living there for free. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. In the like current day and age that we live in, if you got a whole house to yourself, can you imagine? Your mom is like barely home. You have the whole house to yourself. All you have to do is clean some bed sheets that might have some cum on them. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of a good deal. That's kind of a good deal, though. Listen, I get it. It would make me uncomfortable too, but imagine being slightly uncomfortable versus having to pay like $2,000 a month in rent. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know, like, it's... Listen, I definitely, I'd rather pay 2,000. Damn, maybe I'm just a cheap ass then. Maybe I'm just a cheap ass. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Guys, maybe my standards are just low. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. It would make me extremely uncomfortable and I would hate it too. But like, you could just like, listen, you can literally just grab the sheet from the other side wherever the fluids are and just like cover it. You know what I mean? Like have it be in like, I don't know, man. With how expensive rent is in today's day and age, in at least in like America, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I would just ask the mom to cover the bed with a towel. It's still gross. It's absolutely weird. I would hate that. But like paying no rent. You know what? Maybe like the compromise here is just you just ask your mom like, can you please like put a towel on top of the bed and then like put that towel in the washer instead of just doing it on the bed sheets or something? It's pretty gross. I don't think they're the asshole for not wanting to clean that. I don't think they're an asshole. Here's the thing. I think they're definitely not an asshole for not wanting to do that. I think there is a compromise here though. Yeah, I mean the mom is kind of being unfair. But you know, free rent, damn. I think the mom could just put a towel on the bed and I don't think they're an asshole. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my brother to stop inviting his girlfriend everywhere? My 24F brother. Oh, no. She's 24 female. Her brother's 24 male. Has been dating his girlfriend, 24F, for about 2 years. My mom and I have never had a great relationship with her, but we've never been cruel, excluded her, or openly rude. That said, there are several reasons we're comfortable with her. They originally met years ago at a grocery store where I also worked while in college. At the time, my brother was 16 and she was 20, and she was his manager. One day, she approached me at work and told me it was weird that I was hanging around a 16-year-old so much, and that he's 16 if you didn't know. I had to tell her that he was literally my brother. I also didn't know at the time that she was interested in him or she was my age. She eventually apologized, but things have been awkward ever since. The bigger issue is that she waited until my brother turned 18 to officially date him, then moved in with him 1 month after he moved out. He moved out in August 2023, and by September, she had moved in and quit her job because she couldn't be both his manager and his girlfriend. My brother has since admitted he feels obligated to take care of her because she quit her job for him. 2 years later, she still hasn't found a job because she can't pass a drug test, so my brother has been fully supporting her while also paying his way through college. What? She also never leaves his side. She attends every family event, even when it's inappropriate. Today was my grandmother's funeral, someone she'd never met, and she showed up high. Oh my god. reeking of Mary Jane, wearing see-through leggings and a stained t-shirt. During the service, her phone went off repeatedly because she wouldn't silence it. People were grieving, and all you could hear was her text notification every few minutes. This isn't new behavior. She regularly shows up to family gatherings smelling like that, barely acknowledging anyone, and staying on her phone the entire time. My mom and I have tried to be polite, despite how rude she's been, but today crossed the line. After the funeral, I told my brother that I agree with our mom. She isn't good for him. I didn't tell him to break up with her, but I suggested he stop bringing her to family events, especially after how uncomfortable today made everyone feel. He told me I was being selfish and caring too much about what the family thinks. Now I'm worried I may have damaged my relationship with him and possibly both of them. Am I the asshole? What the fuck? Yo. What is going on? That is crazy. First of all, I mean, listen, the fact that she's a little older, I don't even, like, if he's 18 and she's 24, that's actually not that big of an age gap. I don't give a shit about that. My mom and my dad are 10 years apart, okay? So the age gap thing, it doesn't matter as long as they're both consenting adults. The fact that she said he's 16, if you didn't know, that's a little weird. But her habits as a person are terrible. I absolutely hate people who are like who don't have like drive. You know what I mean? She very clearly wasn't looking for a job. And even if she was, like, hello? Stop smoking. The fuck is wrong with you? Smoking weed is for people who like have their shit together and do it once in a while as like a treat, like alcohol. Not like, hello? And honestly, the brother is kind of an idiot for taking care of her and like not standing up for himself. Bro should stand up for himself. I don't know, man. That girl must be giving the brother the craziest sex of his life for him to be that much of a pushover. Crazy. She's definitely not the asshole here. The brother is like a pushover. The girlfriend is just terrible. Why'd you even come to the funeral, bro? What the heck? You do not even go to the funeral. What's wrong with you? Nah. That's crazy. Going to a funeral high of like people who aren't even, and letting your phone like not on silent, that's insane. Holy moly. That is crazy behavior. I'm not gonna lie. All right, last one. Am I the asshole? My boyfriend kicked me out of the shower to poop. I'm sorry, what? Got home from work today and told my BF I was going to take a quick shower. As soon as I put on shampoo in my hair, he comes in and is like, I'm so sorry, but you have to leave right now. I gotta go. I respond, dude, no, I'll just close the shower and you can go. To which he responds, are you serious? You gotta get out. To which I'm like, dude, are you seriously asking me to get out of the shower right now? Background. We've lived together for 2+ years and are pretty comfortable with each other, but definitely not to the point of pooping in front of each other. He has IBS, so when he's gotta go, he's gotta go. We also live in a cold-ass place that is heated with a wood stove, and I hadn't gotten the fire going yet, so was just standing freezing and dripping and shampoo-haired outside the bathroom waiting for him to shit. This is obviously not that big of a deal, but like, am I crazy thinking that it's a wild ask to make your partner leave mid-shower so you can take a dump? Wow. I mean, I guess... Jeez. This one's kind of tough because if he has IBS, he literally has a medical condition to where he can't hold it. But at the same time, like, if you have IBS and you only have one bathroom, you just got to learn to go, bro. You can't be that scared of it. Jesus, just go. Bro, if you have an illness, you should just be, like, not a bitch and just poop in front of your girlfriend. It doesn't even matter. You've been living together 2+ years. Plus, like, she could just close the shower curtain. The dude is overreacting for sure. They can't even see anything in the shower. Just close the shower curtain and, like, go, bro. There's no way. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't want to be in the shower while someone was actively shitting in the same room, but maybe that's me. Right, if my husband barged into the bathroom and said, "Sorry, you need to leave right now," I'd leave immediately, no questions asked. I don't want to be a party to whatever that is urgent. I mean, damn, maybe I guess I don't care. Like, if I'm in the shower and my partner comes in to poop, I mean, I guess it would bother me a little bit if I was, I don't know, actually. That's hard. Just use air freshener. Yeah, I mean, like, as long as I wasn't looking at my partner, I would not want someone to see. I don't want to see it. As long as you have, like, a shower curtain, I think it would be fine. I don't know. Especially if they have IBS, they literally have an illness that, like, causes it. No, I don't think no assholes here. Oh, this one is no a-holes here. I kind of agree with that. I think both people kind of have a right to it, but at the same time, like, I don't want to smell it or see it. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Honestly, I can kind of see. My husband and I agree. Pooing is like a battlefield. The truce is we give each other space. Our current apartment has a door between tub and toilet. I guess I can agree to that. Thank you so much for the gift, AVRX. I guess I kind of agree with that. I don't know. I don't think I would want to be. Listen, I think for me personally, I don't want to be in the same room when my partner is pooping if I had a partner. And I also don't want them to be in the room with me while I'm pooping. It kind of is a private thing. But at the same time, like, if someone was in the shower, I don't think I would kick them out. Then again, I don't have IBS, so I don't know. I think both people, I don't think either of them are assholes. I think maybe they just need to communicate better. Or get a second bathroom, bro. Get another bathroom, bro. Genuinely. Just get another bathroom. It's embarrassing, but not that bad. Yeah. All right, well, that's all the am I the asshole stuff we're doing today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you think they're assholes or not assholes. That was for a YouTube video, by the way, chat. For my second channel. All right, now let's watch Gordon Ramsay.
I'm in the French Quarter, the legendary heartbeat of New Orleans. Find out why. I'm in the French Quarter, the legendary heartbeat of New Orleans. Find out why Iberville Cuisine, which is just literally a few steps away from Bourbon Street,
Right.
is completely empty. Something is going wrong.
Something is going wrong. What's going wrong, Gordon Ramsay? Fuck me.
Now, Iberville Cuisine. Oh, hello.
Good morning. Welcome to Iberville Cuisine. I'm
It's a
Hannah.
tad quiet.
Good.
Oh, is it too quiet?
Hi, Bonnie.
Bonnie,
Very
nice to meet you too.
Wow, he has a really firm handshake, and he's much taller than I expected.
Man, it's busy out there.
Is this
The
good?
hustle and bustle is crazy. My God, this place is huge. Good morning, ladies.
I'm Cherie.
Cherie, and you are?
Haley.
Haley, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, what a place. Is it normally this quiet?
Yes.
Yes, we don't have a lot of customers.
Wow. Walk me around, tell me what we've got.
So we have a courtyard down here.
Where's all that water coming from? Is that leaking from the
Yes.
air
You
conditioning?
can't sit right there.
You don't serve here?
We try not to because it leaks really bad.
What the heck?
The fountain leaks or the ceiling leaks?
They both leak.
They both leak. So the courtyard, inside a restaurant, literally right by the front door that no one uses.
Yes, sir.
Okay. These colours, who designed all this?
My partner designed the colors.
Is he an interior designer? What does he do?
No, he's a physician.
Specialising in?
Infectious disease.
Wow. Well, there's two down there.
You know what? You know what I've noticed? I've noticed whenever someone meets Gordon Ramsay for the first time, they're either immediately scared of him or attracted to him. That's like I think that's like everyone. Every person who meets Gordon Ramsay, they're either immediately scared of him or like attracted to him, low-key. Like actually.
Oh my God. Man, this place is huge. What's this up here?
Every Friday night we have live music, and my partner will.
Is this a new season? I don't
And
know.
do customers come in waiting for his
I
performance?
think so.
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, we got a customer just come from the bathroom. Is this a customer?
No, that's our cook.
Oh,
That is Nate.
sorry.
How you doing, Chef Ramsay?
Hey, bud. Good to meet you. First name
You
is?
as well. Nate.
Nate. Good to see you, bud.
You as well.
Where are you from?
Here.
Where do you go to culinary school?
Nowhere. I'm not a chef.
No, but hold on. You're not a chef, but you're in charge of the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
So what is your real job?
Oh, I used to be a apprentice plumber.
A professional plumber.
Apprentice.
So just let's get this straight. Your background is a
Yeah, I'm a nurse.
nurse. Go on.
Lifeguard.
Lifeguard.
I'm a nurse who's her friend. I help out.
But we got a nurse. A nurse.
Oh my God. You know what? I at least applaud his honesty, okay? He could have lied. He totally could have lied, right? He could have said like, "Oh, I'm an apprentice chef or something." But he just straight up said, "No, I'm a I'm an apprentice." I'm an apprentice plumber. Bro, a plumber is a cook. Holy moly.
A plumber. A lifeguard.
I worked in restaurant industry.
Okay. Thank for that. Nate, what would you recommend?
Gumbo.
Actually, I wouldn't recommend the gumbo.
You wouldn't recommend the gumbo.
Not right now, no.
Ooh.
Hold on a minute. Why not today?
Gulp.
It was a little greasy last night.
Let's make this easier for you. Seeing there's nobody else in the restaurant, I'll just take one of everything.
Yes, sir.
Dude. Oh my God. I
don't
would.
think Nate
You know
and
what's funny?
Sammy are used to
Gordon
somebody
Ramsay has
ordering
single-handedly,
one of
like,
everything. Before,
I would
Nathan started
never go
working
into
at
the
Idaho,
restaurant
I didn't even know he
business.
could
Just
cook. He's
like
a baby at this.
it's
Shall we?
unless you have like
Yeah,
You
one
want
of
to take a seat
everything.
over here?
this is genuinely like
Leave
one of
that.
those things where you have to have a
Stay with me,
passion
leave.
for
You
it.
help the leave
If you don't have a
first.
passion for it, stay away from the restaurant
man.
business. Run as fast as you can.
Yeah, it's Gordon Ramsay. I'm not a trained chef, but I'm prepared. I'm ready for Chef Ramsay. Anything he throws at me. I'm trying. We trying.
Bro said,
Fried alligator bites with some boudin balls. Man, we're in for a party today. Today, I'm in New Orleans East, a stunning hidden gem just outside the city that sadly has been struggling since 2005 from that awful Hurricane Katrina. But the big question is the verdict stuck in the past?
if you got no passion, you can still do burgers, I guess.
Good morning.
Not really. To be honest, listen, anyone could make like a mid burger, but to make like a good burger, you still gotta have skills, bro. You can't just put on, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not you like anyone could make like a shitty family dad burger, but to make like a proper burger, you gotta have good skill.
Thank you very much.
You still have to know how to cook to make a burger. You can't just make a burger. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be as good as a professional chef, you know?
Chef Ramsay, I don't know. As long as he don't come in my face. If he come in my face, he's gonna be put out this kitchen too.
Hey, yo. Pause? What did she say?
As long as he don't come in my face. If he come in my face, he's gonna be put out this kitchen too.
It's
Whoa!
different in here. What's that in there?
Relax.
So this is the vault.
The vault.
This is
What
called the vault.
Oh my God.
Relax,
Yes,
bro.
so people can come in here and eat.
People eat in here?
They do.
Sit down, sit down, sit
Sure.
down.
When the customers come into the verdict, they love the theme. Like our queen pin room, then they go into the vault, and it has a lot of money on the wall, and so they're
What?
loving the vibe.
Previously, it was a private
Strip club.
a strip club.
Yes, it was.
Good morning. How are you, my darling?
I'm great. How
Nice to see you. You look great.
Thank you.
Take me back to the beginning. Why the name Verdict?
So my ex-husband is incarcerated. He got life in prison.
Wow.
That verdict changed my life.
But it's a family business, right? You've got everything
family
here.
business.
Who's working with you?
Everybody, my mama, my sisters, my mama best friend,
Wow.
my best friend, everybody.
What's Mum like in the kitchen?
She's evil.
Oh,
She's what?
She's evil.
She's evil.
She's evil.
evil.
She's a beautiful soul, but she's controlling. She wants things done perfect. Oh, Grandma, then he don't want the baby. Stop talking. Oh, God have mercy. She don't respect me
Right.
at all.
It feels like this was a dream of yours.
It is.
It looks like you spend money.
I went into this $250,000 in a hole before I even opened the doors.
Oh. Oh my God. $250,000 on a fucking restaurant when you don't have any experience? Dude, that is crazy. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Why would you not just buy a house? Just buy a house and rent it out. That is so much easier. Are you insane? A restaurant when you don't even have any experience with it? Oh, that's painful. That's painful. That's just terrible. Holy moly.
I'm losing thousands and thousands of dollars every month. And so the verdict got to get us out of debt since it got us in there.
No.
Listen, I'm here to help. Now, should I sit down and grab a bite to eat?
Yes.
Great.
Y'all ready to order the gumbo egg rolls? Oh, the gumbo egg rolls? All right.
86 gumbo egg rolls after these.
I'm gonna go let them know. You can sit here,
Thank you.
and your waiter will be with you in a moment.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Are these new episodes? I've never seen these. I've watched the entire show and I don't remember these episodes. Is there a new season of Kitchen Nightmares? What the
Both just here.
Suicide salmon, guilty, barbecue shrimp. Oh my God. Young man.
Young man.
How we doing, sir? How you doing, sir? Nice to meet you.
Likewise,
Malik.
good to see you. First name?
I'm Malik.
Malik, this is your mum's restaurant, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Good. And what are you doing here? Are you not studying?
So, I'm back home from college for about a week.
Okay.
So I'm a student athlete receiving a full scholarship.
Great.
It's a blessing.
Congrats,
But
man.
100%, man. I
What
appreciate
position?
it. Wide receiver. It is my dream to become a professional athlete, but the verdict
Okay.
isn't doing well in the grand scheme of things.
Good for
So
you.
I feel like
Sends love,
I
sends
need to
push,
tell my
sends
mom.
Yuki, sends heart, sends love.
Ash, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate you. Happy 29 months. Oh, my food's here.
I think that if she were in
Thank
a
you
better
again,
place, if
Ash.
she were in a
I'll be
better
right back,
position,
chat. My
it would
food
help
is here.
me
I'm gonna grab it.
succeed, Maybe even do
Grab my food.
tenfold better, in football than I think I would, because I can't try to balance two lives.
Let's do the ribeye as
Gotcha.
well, shall we?
And how would you like that cooked?
Medium rare, please.
Medium rare.
Egg roll. I hope you try that. Yeah.
The egg roll, the gumbo egg roll.
We may be actually out of the gumbo egg roll. I will go check with the
And do we have a
kitchen.
classic gumbo in place?
No, sir.
There's no gumbo on the menu? Okay. And I've got to go for the death row burger. It's getting me nervous. Death row
I'll put
burgers.
that in and I'll be right back with you.
I'm in West Wego, Louisiana, on the banks of the gorgeous Mississippi River, where a family's legacy is in ruin and funds are running low. It's time to uncover why, before disaster strikes this family again. Well, you got open. Welcome. Man, what a bizarre place. Good morning.
Hi, good
Hey, how are you?
morning. Doing
Nice to see you.
good. It's
Pretty good.
nice to see you.
And first name?
Lydia.
Lydia, nice to meet you.
Chef Ramsey's in the building and the pressure's on, I want to impress him.
Hi, Janet.
Janet, nice to see you. You know you're going to be busy as
If you don't mind following me to table number 10.
Okay, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, all good indeed, thank you. My God, this menu's huge. How are you
Been
doing?
waiting to see you.
Yeah, likewise. Nice to see you too. This place is tiny, by the way.
It's hard to work.
And your husband is the...
My husband's the head chef. My son is like a sous chef.
And is the idea one day that he takes over, or...?
That's what we're hoping for. We're trying to make the restaurant thrive.
Nice.
But the people around here,
having such rotten attitudes.
Here, in this
Here.
neighborhood. Man, would they not go wild for great seafood here?
No.
And is this the same menu as
This is-
Lafite?
This is the same exact menu.
And why is this menu so big? There must be over 100
I
items on
know.
here.
That's because my husband's stubborn.
Is
He's
he?
very stubborn.
Wow. Well, listen, I'm here to help, okay?
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it, my darling. Thank you. I'll catch up with you later. God.
Y'all ready to order?
Right, let's have a little cup of the gumbo. Let's do the barbecue shrimp as well, is it?
Yes.
And then I've got to go also for the flounder Lafite.
Okay.
Then I'd love to see a seafood platter.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right. You're welcome.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Okay. Hello, I'm back.
Order up.
No, chef.
I'm back. Did I miss anything good? Did I miss something crazy?
Rams's in a restaurant really doesn't bother me. 10 tables and 110 items on the menu. Oh my God.
I mean, I done cooked for a lot of hot shots. Getting ready to cook for the man. We're gonna do the same thing we do all the time.
See how it goes.
Every time. Frozen gumbo.
I have my food.
I don't care for the pecans.
Okay.
You get a little bit too much cheese, but I like.
Too much cheese?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The gumbo, you would throw it against the wall.
Damn. You got like frozen gumbo?
Crack them open so they are the frost.
I don't have time to go and pick up fresh seafood every day. Then we decided to pre-cook some and have them frozen, ready to
What'd you
heat
get?
up.
I got a
Because
burger.
I like a microwave.
Cheeseburger.
Alright, barbecue shrimp. You got that gumbo? Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's the barbecue shrimp.
That's our barbecue shrimp.
Guys, my like lower back is so sore today because yesterday I did like a lot of back exercises. It was back day. What day is? I think tomorrow is cardio day. Oh.
Thank you.
And then this is the cup of chicken gumbo.
Excellent. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Now, gumbo I love. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Fuck me.
That's just watery. Watery, bland gumbo. What a shame. Barbecue shrimp. They just taste frozen. We shouldn't really be serving frozen. They're just so peppery.
How is everything?
Such a shame because the gumbo is really watery. Bland. And how much pepper is he putting on the barbecue shrimp? I'm in the uptown district of New
Good night,
Orleans.
Tyler.
Look at this area. It's affluent. The houses are stunning. There's something quite exciting about vegan restaurants, vegan food. It's healthy, it's clean. The demand is off the charts. But more importantly, it's such a healthy, exciting way of eating. Restaurants like Kindred should be packed. And I'm dying to find out why it's not.
How are you?
I'm fine, can't complain. I would like to try the vegetable rolls. Okay.
It's a vegan restaurant, so why not go through the garden? Because I'm sure it's going to be full of fresh vegetables. Oh my God. Fresh vegetables, my ass. Could be a beautiful little terrace, but it's like a junkyard. What the hell? Cigarette butts? What a mess.
Ew.
What the is so much for the vegan terrace. Oh my God. What in the hell? What is this? This cannot be true. Pots, pans, mixers. They're seriously using this? What a mess. It's just the color of everything is so dirty.
Could you grab spring rolls?
Spring rolls.
One order of spring rolls.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Nice to see you. And
Nice
this
to
is
see you. I'm Holly.
Holly, good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, like, Gordon Ramsay's here at my restaurant. Like, it's, you know, it's very intimidating.
What in the hell's going on in there?
I'm not sure. I try to avoid that room, to be honest.
Avoid it. Come here. Let me just show you.
Uh-oh.
Here. Well, who's it belong to?
I guess Caroline. So there's this room, and we call it the hellhole. I do know the freezer is in there, but I try not to go in there. If anybody asks me to get anything from the freezer, I just say I don't know where that is. I don't want to go in there.
Spring rolls.
Spring rolls?
Who's that?
That's Frank, the kitchen manager.
The kitchen manager.
Well, yes.
Right.
It's good to have Gordon come in and give some creative input as to how to improve things. But I might be the only person here with more experience in the restaurant than him.
Whoa.
Spring rolls.
Okay. This is a vegan restaurant, right?
It's a vegan restaurant. Everything is made fresh to order.
Dude, did he just say he has more experience in the kitchen than Gordon Ramsay? Are you kidding me, bro? That is a crazy thing to say. Holy moly. He just said I have more kitchen experience than Gordon Ramsay. That is insane. That's a crazy thing to say, brother. That's actually, it's almost impressive being able to have balls that big. You gotta have big ol' honkin' nuts to be able to say, I have more kitchen experience than Gordon Ramsay. What? Bro's on something.
Right. Did you say that was a chef looking for spring rolls in the freezer?
Yes.
There's nothing fresh there, is there?
No.
No.
I'm glad that Holly is serving Chef Ramsay and not me. I would probably drop a tray.
No, y'all enjoy.
I mean, I keep looking over and like trying to listen, but you know, I'm also still trying to do my job.
Well, let's start, Holly. Nachos. Let's have a nice bowl of nachos.
Okay.
Let's go for the yucca fries.
All right.
Mac and cheese.
Okay.
And what's the chef name?
Well, Caroline is the owner and the creator. Would you like to meet her?
I'd love to say hello.
Caroline?
Hi.
Caroline, how are you?
Can I drop this off real
Of
quick?
course you can drop them off. I didn't know that was the owner.
Yeah.
I thought it was a servant.
Oh, well, I'll put your order in, okay?
Please.
And you can talk to Caroline.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. It's an honor.
Yeah, likewise. What happened to that room back there with boxes and everywhere? Whose room is that?
It's just like the storage room where stuff just accumulates.
Right. There was a chef running around.
It's
for
okay, Squish.
frozen spring rolls. Who's that?
Frank.
Frank. And he's your right-hand man? Proper, true, vegan?
He's not vegan, but he's worked in 3 vegan restaurants.
Okay. I'm in the uptown neighborhood of New Orleans. It's a vibrant and up-and-coming area that still holds that real southern charm. Now, Blake's restaurant is run by a so-called celebrity chef. So, I need to see Instagram versus reality. Oh,
Welcome.
good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Welcome to Blake's.
How long do I have to wait for?
No wait at all, sir.
Oh, okay,
Come on.
great.
Come on in. I'm going to sit you right here.
Amazing. Can Blake pop out for 30 seconds, say hello?
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you. Blake, Gordon's here, and he'd like you to say hi.
Gordon, okay, I'm coming. That looks perfect.
Wow. What's that up there?
That is her house seasonings that
Wow.
she sells. Up top, as well as her pots, her pans, and her air fryer.
Are they selling well?
No, I haven't sold any.
You haven't sold any.
There we go.
Ah,
Hi.
this is Blake.
Hi, Chef.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Beautiful neighborhood, by the way.
Thank you.
The amount of sort of celebrity chefs in this beautiful area that are running restaurants.
Yeah.
Well, I'll eat. I'll have a look around the menu,
Yes.
and then
I'll have them recommend you some great tasting dishes. For me, everything is good.
Right.
But our top sellers are the Domaine treat and the catfish.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
I'll catch you later.
Okay. I'm super excited to serve Chef Ramsay. Whether he likes it or he doesn't, I mean, a win is a win. I'm serving Chef Ramsay. Everybody can't say that.
Right, let's start off with the crab cake, shall we?
Yeah.
And then the Riverbend fries. Let's go for the Domaine treat as well.
Okay.
Oh, catfish. Obviously, a big hit here locally. Catfish,
Why is there no
right?
full episode? I don't know. This is just like a compilation, I guess. It's on the official channel, though.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, walking in crab cake Riverbend.
We'll watch full episodes too. Don't worry.
Well,
Let's preheat Chef Blake air fryer.
Uh-oh.
Pots, pans, air fryer, seasoning. Can I interest you in a pot and pan and some seasoning and air fryer? Maybe next time.
Table 2. Alrighty, there's our
quick.
river bend fries
Wow.
and our crab cake.
Wow, thank
There
you
you
very much.
go.
And what's the sauce?
It is our crawfish.
Good night, Willow.
Oh dear. Wow, it's not even crisp, it's soggy. That doesn't look very nice. It's just mush. Damn. That's gnarly.
All right.
Yeah, that was just a little bit sort of mushy and dense.
Mushy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
All right, Chef. Crab cakes are a bit mushy.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, this is the riverbend fries with crawfish. Oh dear. It just tastes like a watery mess. And the crawfish just tastes watery and bland.
Okay. I'm gonna let them know.
And the fries are soggy.
And the fries are soggy.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
gonna take this
I'll
one.
save them there. Thank you.
Okay, fries were soggy. The crawfish was watery.
Watery.
He not about to like nothing. The riverbend fries are not soggy. We actually over fry our fries, so I don't understand what he's saying about the fries are soggy.
Chef Blake does not take criticism well. Blake has this wall that she puts up.
Chill. I am chill. I look chill.
Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Nope.
Ah, you're Nelson. How are you?
Nelson, nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you.
How's everything?
Yeah, not good. I saw you bussing Thames there. Do you just pop in from time to time?
Yeah, just pop in and whatever's needed, I'll take care of it.
Your full-time job is a...
photographer, studio owner.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to make my way through the menu and we'll catch up later somewhere.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
All
good to
right.
meet you.
What a mess. I know, right?
Let's go. 3 Southern girls. Who are they? Good morning. Wow, space is tiny. Hey, bud. You good? How was lunch?
Not too good. It just doesn't taste very fresh, you know?
Chef Gordon walks through the door. I am more nervous than I was expecting.
Doesn't he normally like tweet or something that he's gonna be at a restaurant before he films there to like make people go there? Because I know people know where he's going. Like people will show up at a restaurant before he gets there because they want people in there for the filming, right? So I think he probably like tweets or something. Yeah, Michaela, I noticed that.
So I'm telling myself, hey, keep your composure.
Mac and cheese. Oh my God, I love mac and cheese. Hey, first name? Anthony. Anthony, good to see you, man.
I was expecting like cocky and mean.
And you are?
I am Tia.
Tia,
Yes.
nice to see you.
But for some reason, I thought round. Okay. Why do I?
Hey, yo.
I'm convinced I love him. Ooh, he a boss. He here and I'm nervous.
Right. Oh my Lord, because it's busy.
She's
here,
into
I want
him.
my food to go, please, Tia.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. Let's go.
See, I
for
told you guys. I told you. People are either scared of him or attracted to him. What the flip?
fresh cornbread, right? Is the cornbread baked here?
Yes.
Amazing. Love that. Let's do, mac and cheese.
Okay.
How can we not do gumbo?
Okay.
And then the smothered shrimp and okra, please.
Give us a little bit. We'll be right with you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I may go out of the car. I'll just set my table up. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah, how long do you think the food will be?
I'd say about 12 minutes.
12 minutes, okay.
That's Gordon's order. Let's come of them now. I seen a name on a ticket. It scared me, but I am a good chef, and my
Or both,
customers
true.
do like my food.
Restaurant is full, so we improvise.
What?
No, ready to go.
My chef, so we can push this big order out. I need the shrimp down for it. That's Gordon ticket. My chef, lead that, drop the shrimp. Lead it. My chef, she works very hard and she applies herself at everything that she does. But in the kitchen, my way is the only way. Don't start it. You don't start it.
Let's go, Saints!
How long you gonna have on that shrimp plate? You went down long enough ago, it should be ready. No, I ain't been down that long. You been long, Gabrielle? Working in the kitchen with Gabby is difficult because Gabby's doing everything. It's been 10 minutes. Focus on your face and stop worrying about what I got going on. Everything in here is mine.
Come on, man.
We don't have a system in place. There's no communication. So the food tends to take a long time, and that's a problem.
Two potato salad, mac and cheese, and yeah.
Okay.
Order.
Anthony, leave me alone. I'm already stuck with my chef. Leave me alone.
Let me get the catfish and shrimp.
Catfish and shrimp? Yeah, we got too many orders. It's busy, and you better stop getting on my nerves.
We're a little bit behind. The ticket times are starting to back up.
The time that you're taking, I done a whole lot of. Girl, you've been standing here for 5
Oh, hell
minutes.
no. Wait, what the fuck is that? Someone followed me named Very Skibidi for real. Mods ban them. Ban them. I don't want them. Just kidding. Just kidding. I just hate you a little bit.
It don't even be that. You a lie. Mind your business.
3 Southern girls. Looks like 3 hours for lunch. I'm in beautiful Spring, Texas, a delightful little suburb just outside Houston, where in order to compete with the surrounding heavy hitters in the restaurant world, family-owned restaurants have to stand out for pure quality. But sadly, King's Blue Jam Cafe seems to be missing a huge window of opportunity. In fact, talk about windows. Is that a freaking drive-through?
I'm almost done with my food.
Anyone in there? Oh, there goes the blind. Hello.
Oh my God.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
Do I order here or?
You gotta come inside.
Oh, it's not working?
No, we're not functioning at the drive-thru today.
I'll see you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
Thank you. Well, that was a waste of time. Welcome. King's Blue Jam Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and a window that doesn't work. Let's go. King's Blue Jam.
I know, right, Yuki?
Welcome in.
Good morning.
Have a seat wherever you like.
Thank you, ma'am.
Goodness, my heart's pounding.
I just finished my food, guys. I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back.
Macy, good to see you. Let's start off with some coffee, please. Thank you.
Gotcha. Breathe, Mom. Breathe. Just be cool. Just be cool.
Man, it's a bit tatty in here. The restaurant looks drab. Flies everywhere. A bleak, bland, boring dining room that customers are definitely not enjoying.
There you go.
Thank you. Right, what would you recommend?
You know the biscuit's pretty good.
You've got to do the chicken and waffles, right?
Chicken and waffles.
What's so special about the brisket egg Benedict?
It's got like a barbecue hollandaise sauce on it.
Say that again. A barbecue what?
Barbecue hollandaise sauce.
Whose idea was that?
I have no idea.
Right. Whilst in town, let's go to shrimp and grits.
Hands are washed.
Looks
Nice
like I'm
and
gonna drop
clean.
those.
Hello,
I'd
Jenna.
get 2 hands on those if I was him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where's he going with those?
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Someone just dropped something?
Come to the dining room if you would,
Uh-oh.
and bring the mop.
Damn it, all over a lady's bag as well.
Oh, sorry about that, you guys.
Young man, with cowboy boots and hair slick like that, you should not be carrying glasses above your head like that with the tray. Thank you.
Brisket biscuit, keto shrimp and grits, chicken and waffles.
All right. Was everybody ready as far as ordering?
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits? I'll be right back, guys.
Macy, here's the shrimp and grits.
Cool.
Here we go.
Why, dude? Why would you work as a server in a restaurant with cowboy boots on. That's so crazy to me. That's like imagine being a server, someone who has to like walk around very fast, and you have cowboy boots on. That's like walking around with high heels. That's like trying to go on a hike with high heels.
Shrimp and grits for you.
Right. That looks like someone's just puked in my bowl. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Really bland. Terrible.
We're really stacking up here.
Go ahead and finish it off.
Go ahead.
Go right ahead. You were so eager to do it.
Ah. So that is...
We've got our biscuit Benedict right there.
That looks ridiculous. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh.
I'm not too sure about the word enjoyment.
Hello,
I think
Sansa.
I'm about to eat the worst Benedict I've ever got. And my eggs are hard-boiled. Egg Benedict should be like a soft running egg. A hollandaise sauce with barbecue sauce running through. What were they thinking? I'm in the historic town square of Georgetown, Texas, at the struggling Grumpy George, the only British pub in the area. Now, the good news is that the actual owner is British, so I'm looking forward to a little taste of home. The Grumpy George. Okay. Good morning. How are you? What
They
is
said,
that?
"Oh shit, he's here."
A Reuben egg roll. That's a million miles away from anything to do with quintessential British.
Did you see the door?
What?
Did you see the door?
I will.
Big man is here.
Gotcha.
Yo, Gordon's in the
Big
house.
man is here.
Thank you.
Gordon Ramsay has come in. It's scary, for sure. Like, the Gordon Ramsay's here.
Hey, bud.
Gordon, nice to meet you. I'm
Likewise.
Dane.
Dane, good to
nice
see
to
you.
meet you. Thanks for being
Are the
here.
owners here?
They're not currently. Karen and Christian are not in the restaurant a ton. We're just trying to represent the Grumpy George in the most positive way that we can.
Does she have another job anywhere else? Or?
She does, yes. She has a full-time corporate job.
Man, that's crazy. Well, shall we order?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
What have we got here? Looks like a good selection of pub classics. I've got to go for the Scotch egg.
Scotch egg.
Loaded curry chips. Let's do the sausage rolls.
And the sausage.
Sausage rolls.
You've got a wild mushroom pasty.
Yes. Okay. Sounds.
And then finally, let's go for some bangers and mash.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, this is Gordon's ticket.
2 minutes. It makes me very anxious knowing that Gordon Ramsay's gonna eat our food. Let's see what Gordon Ramsay thinks.
Time on those apps.
Michael, do you have a time on H3's appetizers?
Give me 2 minutes left. I'm gonna start sending right now.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be a lot of food coming out.
Dude, no part of...
Waiting.
Honestly, I just don't understand it because, like, no part of owning a restaurant sounds good to me. The money is stressful. The, like, keeping food fresh is stressful. The customers are stressful. The business is stressful. There's so many restaurants everywhere that you have so much competition. Like, oh my goodness.
That table's waiting. That table's waiting. Wow.
H3.
H3 is Chef Ramsay's.
They're out.
All right, sausage rolls.
Okay.
Everything else should be out shortly for you, boss.
Thank you. Oh boy. It looks so dry. I can barely see the sausage. Not the kind of thing you say in Texas, is it? Yeah, well. Dry sausage rolls. They're disgusting. Hello, mate.
Yes, sir.
So the roll was there, but no sausage. I could barely find the sausage. The sausage is so overcooked.
Sure. Here we go.
So dry.
Gotcha.
He knows he's cooked.
This is for H3. It's hot.
Okay. Got that pasta
Okay.
here. You gonna love?
Oh my God. Bloody hell. Wild mushroom pasty. It's terrible. That's awful.
I mean, I'm not a chef, so all of this food just looks normal.
Why is
to
that
me.
so
I don't know.
watery?
Must be the mushrooms, maybe?
Is it supposed to be for vegetarians?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be.
Are they serving bacon with sprouts?
I'll be right back.
I I'm in beautiful Cedar Creek, 20 miles outside the capital, Austin, visiting Leo's Italian Grill. If this place is struggling, there must be something else going on because there are very few restaurants in this area. So get it right, and you can be fully booked for weeks in advance. When I think of Italian restaurants, I think about the authenticity,
Hello,
but
Gilmy.
above all else, the passion. It doesn't look like an Italian grill from the outside.
Can I ask you a quick question about DVD? Yeah, go for it.
How are we? Well, very well, thank you. How are you?
Hi, Chef Ramsay. How are you?
And this is?
I'm Michelle.
Michelle, nice to
One
see
of
you.
the owners. Chef Ramsay walks in the door. I just think, okay,
Thank you for
we're
the
gonna start.
roses.
Come over and have a seat.
Thank you. This is Leo's Italian Grill.
RX.
It's like an extension of the garage.
Admittedly, the decor is not what you would typically expect from an Italian restaurant. I kind of almost feel like you're sitting in a tire shop.
It kind of does. It does have tire shop vibes.
It's a busy road out there, right?
Would it be toxic for me to get the night?
I'll just have
There's
a coffee, please. Sugar. Thanks, darling.
there's no such thing as toxic on Dead by Daylight. Just play the game however you want. Get night, bro. It doesn't matter.
Thank you. How are we? Good to see you.
Leo,
Yes, ma'am.
Eagle has landed.
Yes, ma'am. It doesn't look like the Italian grill. What's with the plastic sheets? Mate.
He's at 11.
Yes, ma'am. I got this. Afternoon, Jeff.
How are you, Rob?
I'm well, sir. My name is Neil.
Neil, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Man, this place is bleak. It just feels cold in here. It doesn't feel like a family-run Italian grill.
Yes, sir.
How'd you rate the food on a scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, I would say 5.
A 5. Wow.
I know this menu back and forth. I've eaten every item on this menu. I'm proud of this restaurant, but honest is honest.
But is it authentic Italian?
It's Italian with what they call a Texas flair.
Bloody hell. Let's start with the appetizer, shall we? Let's do the appetizer sampler. 7-cheese lasagna.
With the
This
7-cheese
place
lasagna,
does
you
look
get a
like a
choice of
tire
house
shop.
salad or a side of spaghetti.
Lasagna with spaghetti. Why would you serve spaghetti with pasta?
Because there's the Texas flair. It's Texas portions. I mean, everything's bigger in Texas.
Okay, and what are the 7 cheeses?
Asiago, cottage cheese, Parmesan.
That's 3. Don't worry, we're barely halfway there, but don't you worry.
When that it's Chef Renzi at your table. Your brain will wipe clean. You'll forget where you live, what you drove, and who you are.
I love the idea of a hand-cut ribeye.
Yes.
So let's do mid-rare with the ribeye.
Sure.
Oh, that
What do
guy
you
got
recommend?
cooked.
The carbonara.
Let's go for it then.
Of course.
Thank you. Amazing.
Leo, sir, I've got chef's order.
Heard. Hey, you picked some great items. I'm pretty excited about making food for Chef Ramsay. Definitely very excited.
How was lunch?
I got the Granny's lasagna pie.
Right.
It's almost like a weird version of a calzone. I wasn't a fan.
Behind you. Thank you. Has Chef been served yet?
Yes, ma'am. Appetizer samplers coming out.
Es el tuyo.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Your sampler.
And is this popular?
It is, actually.
Are they meatballs? Why are they so grey? Flies. Thank you very much. No, it does not look like a meatball.
I like
If
how he
that's a
plays.
meatball, then
I like how he plays the Hello, Sammy. I like how he plays this fly sound effect just to like accentuate that there's flies.
I'm running president. Damn. Bad to worse. Neil.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Are they homemade meatballs?
Yes, they are.
What a shame. I'll wait for the next course.
Okay.
I'm in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. It's up and coming. The developments are extraordinary. There's even a retirement community right across the street. When you're a good local neighborhood restaurant in this area, there should be lines outside the door. Simmer down. There it is. Okay.
Hey, it came from TikTok. Welcome, John. I appreciate you coming over here.
This afternoon?
Hell yeah.
Good.
My name is Albert. I'll be your host today.
Excellent.
My brother's the chef and the owner here. I'm petrified. Everybody's scared of Gordon, but I'm hoping that Gordon really does have a heart, and he's going to come in here and he's going to look and see what we really need and help my brother.
Sir Ramsay's here, buddy. Shut the
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we, bud?
Well, thank you.
Good. What did you get?
Chopstick.
How was that? Damn, do you hear that?
We'll work with it.
He's taller than I expected. No, he's actually tall.
Simmer down. Simmer down. Did your server ask about appetizers and desserts? If not, you get 15% off your bill.
Yes, sir.
Why would you put that on there? Can you not see that's a problem? 15% off, there goes our profit. But is there an issue with the servers here?
Yep, that's been the main issue.
Right.
You know, like that's why my brother asked me to come down and help. He was overwhelmed. You know, I was having trouble with the staff. And my brother was not really good with people in general.
He's not good with people. Dude, let me whisper something. Why the would you open a restaurant if you're not good with people?
Ooh, clocked him.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you. And
Nice to meet you. I'm Hannah.
Hannah, good to see you.
Albert's my dad, and Hunter's my little brother.
Oh wow, this is a family-run front of house.
It's family everywhere.
We good?
Yeah.
Right, let's go for the all-meat omelette.
All meat omelet.
Let's do that with hash browns, please.
Hash
Thank you.
browns?
Yes. I may as well try the salmon as well. You know that.
The salmon?
Liver and onions.
Liver and
Brings
onions.
back some memories. Bloody hell.
Alrighty, I'll get that in for you. So that's Gordon's.
All right.
Hello, Mika.
The all meat omelet, salmon.
Oh, liver. Gordon Ramsay is the main man of cooking. Knowing that he's about to eat my food is insane. I'm terrified that he's gonna spit it out on the plate.
There's me.
I'd be terrified too, bro. I'd be shitting my pants.
Oh, wow.
Here we are, chef. You got your all-meat omelet.
Amazing. And what meat's in there? In that omelet?
There's sausage, bacon, and ham.
Sausage, bacon, and ham.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Look at the state of that.
Bro, could you imagine like could you imagine if you like dated one of Gordon Ramsay's kids? Can you imagine that, bro? Can you imagine having that as like your father-in-law or like your girlfriend's or boyfriend's dad? Fucking Gordon Ramsay. Holy shit. Actually like nightmare. Actual like nightmare father-in-law or whatever. He would tell your ass off. To be honest, actually he's actually a nice guy privately. Like I think he mostly just does this for the camera. I think he's a fairly nice person off camera. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad.
Oh my lordy.
Did anybody ask how he wanted the salmon done?
No, because we never ask how the salmon's done.
I'm more worried about the salmon than anything else.
I'm trying to figure out how Gord wants his food. I'm not getting relayed the information back. What am I supposed to do?
Who the is gonna tell me that?
Tell you what?
That we have to start
It's
asking how
5:30
they want the
a.m.
salmon
Oh
cooked?
my goodness.
That's how you. That's what do you mean? That's normally what you have to do. With
It's
nobody
only
else.
8:30
Yes,
p.m.
it is.
here.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
That's not.
Salmon. Here's the salmon, sir.
Thank you. There's so much meat in the omelette. It's just, yeah, it's just tasty.
Is that an omelet?
I'll wait.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my
Thank you.
god.
Sorry about that. There. Excuse me. He sent the omelet back. He said it was too much bacon and it was greasy.
I've never heard of an omelet having too much bacon. Well, when you cook perfection, you got to find something to.
Hey.
That's
What?
Albert. It's $18.50.
That doesn't look like $18.50 worth of food.
Nah. That's crazy. That guy just said when you cook perfection, you gotta make one mistake. What the hell? My goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. I can tell just by looking at that salmon it's overcooked. Yeah, I mean, if you're a chef, I feel like that's your whole shtick, huh? Okay, I'm supposed to also do like a top 5 things I recommend for VTubers in 2026. What would my top 5 list be for someone who's starting out VTubing? Maybe like Maybe like 1, find out if you like streaming first. Try a pre-made or cheap model. Let's see. What would my top 5 tips for someone being a VTuber? Find out if you like stream. Number 1 would be like see if you even like streaming. Number 2 would be try a pre-made or a cheap model. Number 3 would be engage with your community. Number 4 would be find your niche. And number 5 would be what would number 5 be? Number 5 would be have fun. Yes. Okay. So I'm supposed to like frame this like this is for like a TikTok or a YouTube short basically. All right, ready? Hold on. I got to do the like voice, you know? Like that excited voice or not excited but like okay. Here are the top 5 things that I recommend for VTubers to do in 2026. These are things that I would have told myself if I was starting out this year and are going to give you your best shot of hitting your goals and succeeding. Number 1, find out if you even like streaming. A lot of people think that VTubing is different from being a normal streamer, and they find out they don't like streaming after already getting an expensive model. That's not good. First, just try streaming and see if you even like it. Number 2, get a cheap or pre-made model so you don't put too much money into it before realizing that you don't like it. I've seen people buy $10,000 VTuber models and then realize that they don't even like streaming after and quit. And that's a lot of money wasted and an artist's amazing work that's never going to be used. Number 3, engage with your community. In the VTubing sphere, the biggest thing that VTubers have that other content creators might not is that usually VTubers are closer with their community than the average streamer. Not all, but some. That means do Discord and movie nights, hang out with them, play games with them sometimes, do like community days on streams, stuff like that. Number 4, find your niche. Every VTuber has a niche. Some VTubers are known for being very funny. Some VTubers are just very good at a specific game. Find a niche piece of content that you do really well in and be consistent with it. And then number 5 is have fun. If you are only VTubing because you want money, it's going to be obvious. If you're not having fun, viewers will notice that. People aren't stupid. So please, whatever you do, have fun because having fun will make for better content and reflect on your community. Good luck with, the VTubing. Wait, I should have a better ending. That's fine. That's going to make for a pretty decent short. Okay, I'm done with all my work for today. SENZ'S when movie night? Probably, those are going to be more consistent after debut. Those are going to be more consistent after debut. Hello, Gabby. Okay, I'm actually happy I didn't end stream because I had to do all of that stuff today. It was for YouTube videos and scripted shorts. And also, I had to do the sponsor, which we got done. I want to play more of that Quarantine Zone game. I really like it. I really enjoy the Quarantine Zone game. Probably not tonight, though. Okay, we've been streaming for... It says 2 hours, but that's because the stream crashed earlier. I think we've been streaming for what? Like more like 5 hours? I'm an independent, Sen. If I was with a company, you would have known. 5 to 6? Oh yeah, I guess it has been 5 to 6 hours. Oh yeah. It's been 6 hours. I just checked. We've been streaming around 6 hours now. So are you leaving? Yeah, I'm sorry, Gabby. Make sure you guys join the Discord though. Then you won't miss streams. Okay. We've been streaming for around 6 hours now, guys. I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and go rest, get some rest. I'm glad that I was able to stream today and finish the stuff that I had to do. Tomorrow's gonna be a bit of an early stream, cause I'm in a collab, and then so yeah, tomorrow's an early stream, and then from there we will stream earlier a bit. Hello, I'm new here. Hello, Taco. Welcome. Appreciate the support. Tomorrow will be an early stream because we're in a collab. Make sure you guys join the Discord if you haven't already. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever you got it. Join my thing in it. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today. I will go ahead and see you tomorrow. Okay? Everyone have an amazing night.